Hey guys, what's going on? Houndser back with another video, kind of a new series. Let me explain. So, I have now entered into a new series with my boy DangerRuss13 and Hayes the Gamer. Now, it's not really complicated. What we're going to do is every week, each one of us will make a video, which reminds me, Russ's channel will be linked down in the description and so will Hayes the Gamer. Make sure you guys go check them out. Anyway, what we're going to do is each week we're going to upload on Wednesdays, okay? I believe that's what we decided on. It could be a Tuesday, it could be a Wednesday, but you guys are seeing this on Wednesday. Now, what we are going to do is go through each week of the NFL and make our picks. So week 1 to week 17, we are going to make our picks, and what we're basically trying to do is get the best win percentage at the very end. So if that's not self-explanatory enough, it'll make more sense as these series come out, guys. Basically, at the end of week 17, out of us 3, we're going to see who has the worst win percentage, and they're gonna have to do some sort of forfeit. We're still working that out. Go ahead and leave your comments down below. What should the loser at the very end of the football season have to do? Now, we might not use your idea, but we definitely could, get some ideas from you guys. So whoever gets the least amount of picks right at the end, let us know what the forfeit should be. Alright, now I'm gonna go through, look, I got my phone right here, look at that. You guys know who my favorite team is? Look at that right there. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm going to hop on NFL Mobile, and I'm going to go through every single game of week 1, and I'm going to make my picks. Now, guys, I don't know everything about every team or every trade they have made. I'll get to know the teams more as we go through the season, but for now, I'm just going to look at my phone, and I'll try and talk about the games as best as I can. First game of the season, Thursday night. My Chiefs going up against the New England Patriots. Now, before you guys jump onto the Patriots, wagon or whatever, let me just explain something. The Chiefs have beaten the Patriots before, and badly. I think we beat them like 42-14 one week. So this is not going to be a blowout. This game is going to be a great game, and it is going to be a close game, and the winner of this game will be the Chiefs. Now you're thinking, wow, extremely biased, and you know what? You're right, but let me explain something to you. Alex Smith, Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, plus you look at our defense. I know Tamba Hali is on the PUP list right now, but honestly, we got Marcus Peters over there. We got D Ford. Our defensive line looks great. Our backfield is great. We got Eric Berry still. He didn't play in the preseason because of his heel, which I think is great because preseason doesn't really matter. And do you really need to be told that Eric Berry is going to be great? Now, when I was talking to Hayes and Russ, we said we weren't going to give scores, and they don't have to if they don't want to. But just in my mind, I'm thinking of scores. And this is going to be very close, and it's going to be somewhat low scoring. Chiefs win 27-21. All right, boys. So next game on the docket, we have the Atlanta Falcons at the Chicago Bears. And let me just make this very clear. This is going to be a blowout. This will not be close, okay? I don't know who the starting quarterback is for the Bears. I know Trubisky. I don't know if he's starting. It doesn't even matter. I think, what is it, Mike Glennon? I don't care who it is. Matt Ryan and Julio Jones, Devontae Freeman, and the entire Atlanta Falcons team will destroy the Chicago Bears 37-7. Next game, pretty interesting, I'm not gonna lie. Tampa Bay Buccaneers at Miami Dolphins. I do not believe that Jay Cutler is going to do anything for the Dolphins, guys. It's Jay Cutler. He's not good. He's not good. I really don't think Cutler is going to get a the Buccaneers are the real deal, man. Jameis Winston, I mean, he's a great quarterback coming into his own, and the Buccaneers are going to beat the Miami Dolphins probably, what's 27-3. Next game, Pittsburgh at Cleveland. Now, Deshaun Kaiser, the quarterback for the Browns, showed promise. The Browns are going to get destroyed 47-3. Philadelphia at the Washington Redskins. Very interesting game, okay? Now, I do believe the Washington Redskins have Josh Norman, and I think they picked up Terrell Pryor Sr. I could be wrong, but I think that's where Pryor went. Now, Washington is also led by Kirk Cousins. You look at Philadelphia, they picked up LeGarrette Blount, and I thought Carson Wentz looked pretty good. If not, Okay, he wasn't amazing, but Carson Wentz looked real good in preseason. I'm kind of torn on this matchup, I'm not gonna lie, because it's coming down to quarterback play in my opinion. And I think week 1, Carson Wentz goes into Washington and gets the Eagles the win. Next game, we have Jacksonville at Houston. Now, Chad Henne, I believe, is the starting quarterback for the Jacksonville Jaguars because Blake Bortles is horrible. And I believe Tom Savage is the starting quarterback for Houston. And don't sleep on Tom Savage. The guy's really not that bad. Jacksonville made a lot of additions to their team in the offseason. I'm not quite sure off the top of my head who they added, but in my personal opinion, this is going to be defense over offense. And in my personal opinion, the Texans' defense is going to just destroy Jacksonville's offense. Oakland Raiders at the Tennessee Titans. Marcus Mariota, I think, is a great quarterback who I believe can get better, but let's not kid ourselves, okay? You got Derek Carr, okay, on the Raiders. You've got Michael Crabtree, Amari Cooper, you have Marshawn Lynch. Now, I'm not hopping on this Marshawn Lynch gravy train or bandwagon, whatever you want to call it. Marshawn Lynch will be decent at best this year. He's not going to be great. Marshawn Lynch has been retired for 3 years, and you don't just come back and be amazing. With that being said, the Raiders are freaking stacked, and the Raiders will go into Tennessee and will beat this team by at least 24 points. Arizona Cardinals at Detroit Lions. Now, the Cardinals are my boy Hayes' favorite team, so I kind of have to look at this. You got like 57-year-old Carson Palmer and Matthew Stafford. I don't know what Cardinals team we're getting this year. I feel like the Cardinals flip-flop so much, and Detroit has been a 500 team at best. Look, I'm just gonna say it. Carson Palmer's not gonna have a good season this year. I do think the team will be okay. I just don't think Carson Palmer's gonna be amazing. He might have a decent season. We'll just see how it plays out. It's really hard, guys, to figure out what team is good and bad week 1. But, you know, with that being said, I'm picking Detroit in a boring game, 17-7. Baltimore Ravens at Cincinnati Bengals. Now, the Bengals were not very good last year. I don't know, were the Ravens any good last year? Who knows? You got Joe Flacco, you got Andy Dalton. Now, I think Flacco has more weapons on his team than the Bengals. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know anything about either one of these teams. So, you know what? I'm taking Baltimore over Cincinnati in another snooze fest, 10-7. New York Jets at Buffalo Bills. Two teams I don't really know much about. You know, you got the Buffalo Bills, New York Giants. I honestly have no idea. But what I do know is that the Jets don't have a quarterback still, and they're going to go into Buffalo and get destroyed by Buffalo because the final score of this one, 35-7. Indianapolis at LA Rams. I honestly don't even know. I honestly have no idea about this game. I'm just going to throw it out there and say that the Indianapolis Colts are going to go into LA and beat them 20-14. Carolina Panthers at San Francisco 49ers. This is very simple to me. The 49ers are a mess. The 49ers really don't have any weapons per se on their team. Yes, the 49ers have good people on their team, but they don't have a quarterback, okay? They got a new coach, you know, the guy, I can't think of his name, but he was the offensive coordinator for the Falcons. That doesn't matter. He's going to have a very, very tough first year with San Francisco. The Carolina Panthers and Cam Newton are going to go into San Francisco and win this game 27-17. Seattle Seahawks at the Green Bay Packers. This is a really good game. This is probably the game of the week, guys. I'm not going to lie. I really, really like this matchup right here. You got Aaron Rodgers, okay? You got Russell Wilson. The Seahawks have a better defense. The Packers, in my opinion, have the better offense. This is going to be a real good game, guys. This is going to be a close game, and it's going to be an awesome game. Now, my boy Russ, his favorite team are the Seahawks. And you know what? The Seahawks are a good team, guys. I don't care what you say. They are a good team. But in this case, the Packers are a little better, and the Packers win 35-32. Another good game. New York Giants at Dallas. Now, you all know that Ezekiel Elliott is suspended for 6 games. 6 or 8 games. I don't know what the freak he was doing. Regardless, Dallas is without Ezekiel Elliott. it, and I think that's going to impact them pretty harshly at the beginning of the season. I think Dak Prescott is going to be the same, if not maybe a little better than last year. I don't think there's going to be a significant rise or a significant drop. But you have Eli Manning, and Eli Manning, I believe, they beat the Cowboys twice last year, I think. So Eli Manning knows how to beat these tough teams. And guess what? Eli Manning will go in there with maybe Odell Beckham Jr., who still hasn't gone to practice or whatever it is that's going on. Anyway, Eli Manning's going into Dallas. It will be close. I will say that it will be close, but ultimately the Giants are going to win this game 24-20. New Orleans Saints at Minnesota. Now this is a Monday night game, and what do you got? Adrian Peterson going back to Minnesota. I believe Minnesota picked up Latavius Murray from the Raiders. So both teams have new running backs. Now, I don't know if Teddy Bridgewater is coming back or if Sam Bradford's starting, but it doesn't matter. Why doesn't it matter? Because the Saints have Adrian Peterson and they have Drew Brees. I think that the Saints will go into Minnesota and struggle in the first half, but figure things out in the second half. It's really, really hard to bet against Drew Brees, even if he's on a team where they just lost Brandon Cooks. I believe they lost Brandon Cooks, or basically what I'm saying is I think the Patriots got Brandon Cooks from New Orleans. But I do think that the Saints will come back in the second half and win this game in a pretty close game that ends 24-23. All right, last game I'm going to talk about. Los Angeles Chargers at Denver Broncos. This game is going to be a good game as well and closer than a lot of you guys would think. Honestly, I'm looking at home field advantage right here and defense. Now, obviously, don't even argue with me. Denver has the better defense than the Chargers. Plus, Denver is at home, and I think it's just going to be too much for Phillip Rivers, because I think Phillip Rivers gets extremely flustered when his team starts to lose, and he starts to lose his head a little bit. Now, Phillip Rivers is still a great quarterback. Don't get me wrong. I think Phillip Rivers is the best quarterback that they've had in a very, very long time. And I mean, Denver just brought Brock Osweiler back, which is hilarious. And I believe Trevor Siemian is the starter, or Paxton Lynch. One of those two is going to start. This is how I see this game playing out, okay? I think the Chargers come out really strong in the first half, okay? I think the Chargers put up 20 points in the first half. But again, we get to the second half. I think Siemian settles down. I think the Broncos defense clamps down pretty hard in the second half. And aside from maybe one field goal in the second half, the Chargers aren't scoring. Denver will win this game 30-23. Anyway, guys, that's pretty rough. Like I said, I blew through some teams because all I really know are their quarterbacks. I don't really know all the running backs and the wide receivers. But I will do my research. Don't hate me. Those are my picks for week 1. It's a perfect week, guys. I'm not gonna get a single one wrong. Anyway, guys, I gotta figure out how to edit this. I'm not really sure how I'm gonna do it, so hopefully the video turns out okay. If you guys have liked this video and you are upset that I didn't pick your team, let me know down in the comments section below. What can I make better? Remember to go check out Russ's channel and Hayes the Gamer's channel. Their links will be down in the description. And as always, Pancake Nation, peace.